Hi, my name is Tina. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at my video. I hope it's helpful to you. Now I'd like to take the opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself. I feel funny talking about myself, but my friends tell me that I have a big heart. I do really like to try and be helpful to people. I try and visit my grandmother as much as I can. I babysit. I try to help my friends if they're sick. And I also just really try to listen to people. I also love children, and I always have. I have 2 nephews and a niece, and I love to spend time with them. I've also been a volunteer tutor for about 5 years. Yeah, 5 years, with the same girl whose name is Karaya. I would always be there to help a child with his or her homework. I would also always be there to listen to them if they have problems or a tough day at school or just need a shoulder to cry on. I guess another thing about me is I love sports, but to say that I love them is not to say that I'm very good at them. But to me, the important thing about sports is that you do your best and that you have fun. But another part that I like about sports and exercise is that I feel like then I can eat more. So I love breakfast, I love pancakes, and I also really love chocolate. I guess another thing about me, as you can maybe tell, is that I'm a little bit goofy. I love to watch cat videos. I love to just listen to the music at grocery stores and other goofy things like that. And one time, I guess this is maybe 2 years ago, I went and saw this woman who was teaching cats and other animals how to do tricks. And she seriously taught cats how to play the piano, well, stomp on it. And she had a chicken, like pecking at the cymbal. I would love to take a child to see something like that, which would be so much fun.
Hey, here we are.
I have a close-knit family. My parents and I have 2 sisters, and I have 2 nephews and a niece. So any child would have 3 cousins to play with. Speaking of cousins, my favorite cousin, Philip, adopted his daughter, Annie, from China about 8 years ago. So any child coming into this family would have somebody to share the experience of adoption with. I think something special about my family is that we're very accepting of differences. And my sister, even though we were raised Catholic, my sister married a Jewish man, and they're raising their children. My nephew's Jewish. But I think it's really great that they'll still come over to my parents' house and dye Easter eggs. And then my parents will go to their functions, and they're very supportive. So I think it's really important to be accepting of differences, and that's something I would definitely share with a child. I have a really great support network here. I have lots of friends in the area who have kids, and I love to get together with them. What a great support network any child coming into my life would also have. I have a really warm and comfortable house that's great for just getting up on the couch and curling up with a good book. I share it with my wonderful cat, Luna. I also have a really great neighborhood. My neighborhood is very diverse. There are lots of families, and they're from all over the world, and there's lots of kids always outside playing. In addition, I live in a suburb outside Washington, D.C., and there's lots of great activities for kids. So in the city, there's lots of museums, and then around here, there's lots of parks and pools and things for kids to do, and there's also a really great school district.
Tina and I have known each other for about 20 years now. We met when we were both at the University of Delaware in college. And I got to know Tina really well when we both spent the semester abroad in France. During that time, I got to know that Tina was very adventurous and open, but she also liked to take her time and really appreciate all the new experiences that we were doing. And we've stayed good friends ever since. Tina's been there for me throughout all of my adventures in life, like getting married and having 4 kids. And she's even visited me in the hospital after they were all born, so that was really nice. The things that make her a good friend, like being adventurous and open, but also very patient and thoughtful, and I think they'll make her a great parent as well.
I'm someone who married when I was younger, early in life, and with the idea of starting a family, but I soon realized that the person that I had married wasn't the right person for me, and we got divorced. But I still knew that I wanted to raise a family, so I started looking into ways that I could do that on my own. And the more that I learned about adoption, the more that I realized that that was the right path for me. I want you to know that I'm very open in terms of the type of adoption that we would have, in terms of the level of openness. I'm happy to exchange photos and letters, but I'm also happy to have visits. My bottom line is that I want to be respectful of whatever your preferences are. I hope this video is helpful to you and that it's shown you the type of life that a child would lead if he or she were placed with me. I want you to know that I think you're really brave and courageous for considering the path of adoption, and I wish you peace in your decision. Thank you.